Hi, welcome to Twig Archery. I'm John, and tonight we want to talk a little bit about what I think may be one of the best penetrating arrows that I have found. And I've done a lot of testing over the years. We've been in business 33 years, and I don't know, 25 years of that, I did a lot of testing, mostly of wood arrows at that time, to see what's penetrate better. And actually what happened with me personally, as over the years I came down in poundage, of course you're losing power, so you're losing penetration. So I started tinkering around with different wood shafts to try and come up with something that would maybe penetrate better. And I think I did, because I came out with a wood shaft, and very few customers actually purchased this because it was just so much work to make. So I really didn't sell a whole lot of these, but I use them for my personal use. And there's a few local guys out there, and maybe some customers around the United States that maybe got some of these, but not many. And that was right here. This was the Bigfoot, pass-through Bigfoot, okay? And what this shaft was actually Raymond wood. This one's here is kind of just painted colorations for hunting, whatever, in the fall. But if you notice, if you look, the whole idea behind this whole arrow was out here in the front. It was, we had 11/32 out here, and it was dropping down to 5/16 right there, real abruptly. It just whoop, right down to 5/16. And what that did was, this is a 190 rib tick out here, which I used for years, which were super penetrators. And what that allowed was between the broadhead and this wood right here to create a bigger hole. And then the rest of the shaft just kind of waltzed right through. Didn't matter really what it was. I out-penetrated a guy years ago with through a brand new 55 gallon drum, metal drum. And he was shocked, trust me. He couldn't believe it. He actually destroyed two broadheads, thinking he could beat me, and he couldn't even come close to getting the penetration. I got more than twice the penetration he did through that metal drum. And that was mainly because it blew a bigger hole, and the rest of the shaft waltzed through, whereas he got hung up immediately with his broadhead, and that was that. He was shooting 55-pound compound. I was shooting 47-pound longbow at that time. So anyways, over the years I did a lot of experimenting with that kind of stuff to see what would penetrate well. This is a pretty heavy shaft. I always liked a little heavier shaft anyways. The weight forward is good. This is a 190 rib tick head. So that was good. But here just recently, in the last, I don't know, year or so, a company came out with this shaft right here, and it's called the Venom Bamboo Carbon Pro. Okay, this is a 600 shaft right here. Not extremely heavy off the get-go at let me see here, 7.1 grains per inch. But it's got some other things going for it other than that. You have a 50 grain insert-outsert out here. So we're almost getting back to the same old deal again. Blow a big hole, let this small. This thing is small, trust me. Here's a pencil. If you can see the difference. Hope I'm not shaking too bad. There's a standard pencil. Here's a standard carbon gold tip. This is a 600 gold tip carbon arrow here. Has a little more physical weight at 7.8 compared, these are both 600s, 7.8, 7.1. But where the difference comes in is up here. Gold tips up front here, the little insert-outsert here, or I should say the insert is like 12 grains. This insert-outsert here is 50 grains. So in this case here, with this particular arrow, this has got a 125 head on there, plus your 50, so you're at 175 on the front. Gives you that weight forward. Good thing for penetration. This one has a standard 125 with the 12. grains. So you're only gaining there about 30, 37, whatever. So, but you can see if you look at these, the difference in that diameter, it's crucial. I mean, it's huge. And do these take a little getting used to? Yes, they do. I've had a couple customers that were almost like afraid when they got them. They're like, whoa, wait a minute here. These things are so small. Well, small is a good thing in this case, gentlemen. You want small because it's going to penetrate better. So there you go. And you can take that for what it's worth. But if we take like I say, you take the look at the ends of these shafts. Okay, these are both same old deal. They're both 600s. We'll take a look at the ends. And you can maybe, if I'm not shaking too bad, see what they look like on the end. The durability of this shaft has been superior to me. I mean, these things, I've tested these things and put these guys through some beatings. And I have bent, like this here, for instance, I have bent this aluminum. This is actually I believe it's aluminum insert, but I bent that thing so it was like, I mean, just flat out crazy. Point mashed in, and yet it did not fracture up here or behind the point where the insert goes in. This insert actually goes up in here, probably about to there somewhere, and they just have not fractured back here, so seem to be very durable. Another thing is kind of weird. Actually, if you run your hand down here, I've actually had guys look at these, and if they don't see that writing up here, they're like, where'd you get bamboo like that? Well, they're not bamboo, they're carbon. They call them carbon bamboo. But if you run your hand down here, they feel like bamboo. You can feel these nodes right here. Here. You can feel it as you run your hand down there. How they're doing it, I have no clue. But it's pretty awesome. And that's what really tricks guys a little bit. And they look awesome too. But it's this small diameter with the weight forward, blowing a big hole. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to use one of these. I know in Ohio we're only allowed 40-pound limit, but I'll tell you what, I could easily, I'm sure, take a 37-pound or a 35-pound bow with a cut-on contact head like the old Styles of Wikis or whatever, and you're going in there big time because it's got some physical weight to it. Actually weighs more than what this one here would weigh. I know this doesn't have fletching, but I've already taken that into consideration. Your fletching weighs about 15 grain. But if you take these two, even though this one weighs more grains per inch, this arrow here at 7.1, 7.8, this one is going to end up being physically heavier because of right up here, that insert outsert. So I think this is going to be an awesome penetrating shaft for guys. We carry these in 400, 500, 600, and 700. I can get them lower, but I'm really not into that low stuff because we're talking traditional guys here. So just really a nice shaft, proven to be so far very durable, and that's after about a year of some testing going on with these things. So pretty happy with these for sure. So I guess that's it for today on those. The diameter on these, if anybody wants to know, because like I said, there's a pencil, standard pencil. The diameter on those 600s is, the outside diameter is 5.70 millimeter. Straightness is 0.003, and the total weight tolerance is 2.0. So pretty close tolerance on everything. So we have them also on our web store, twigarchery.com, and you might want to give them a try. So thanks for joining us today at Twig Archery. Remember, shoot twigs, score big. We'll catch you next time. Good luck hunting this year.